welcome to this very special edition of Wheel Life, the monthly video diary that helps you to understand what life is like living with an electric unicycle. And in this special, different type of episode, here's what's coming up. I can vomit into a bucket in under 5 minutes. It's that time of year when most of us will be asked that question, what would you like for Christmas? And if, like me, there's nothing you really need, you'll say, oh, get me anything, or I don't need anything. And then we fall into a trap because we end up with socks, soap on a rope, or in the worst case of this I've ever come across, where a lady I knew, one year a child bought her a little ceramic owl for Christmas. And in her not knowing what else to say, when she opened it, she went, oh, that's lovely, I love owls. And from then on, for every Christmas, birthday, special event, not just that child, but everyone in her family thought, she loves owls, we'll buy her an owl. And in a matter of 5 years, her house was covered from floor to ceiling in nothing but owls. So I'm here to save you from a fate worse than a house full of owls. Because when you're asked the question, what would you like for Christmas? I've got just the solution for you. So in this episode of Wheel Life, I'm going to look at what's out there in the shops and on the shelves, things that you might appreciate or not that would help you with your wheel life experience. And I'm thinking about things that are budget. I'm not saying that I'm going to be testing or showing you new unicycles because it's unlikely that you're going to say, oh yes, I'll have a new a Z10 please for Christmas. This is more about what are those stocking fillers, what comes in for maybe the under £10 mark, the £20 mark, and maybe the up to £30 mark. So let's look at it in 3 categories. First of all, the under £10 mark, then the £10 to £20, and then the £20 to £30 or thereabouts. Something for everyone, so that when you're asked, what do you want for Christmas, you can go, here's my list. So let's look at the first thing. Let's look at what comes in for round about £10 or thereabouts. So I'm going to look at something that is affordable for just about everyone. So when your child comes to you and says, Mummy, Daddy, what would you like for Christmas? You say, bring me a piggy bank, you can afford this. Very simply, think about a pair of clear glasses. Now, what's the point of a pair of clear glasses? Well, in the winter when you're riding and it's cold, particularly if you're riding at speed on roads and places like that, then having a pair of glasses like this can actually help you not to get that wind chill factor in your eyes. I was riding recently in London at speed and within moments I was quite teary and the wind had caused my eyes to cry a little bit. So a pair of Perspex glasses like this, very stylish. Look at that. Who could refuse that? £3.99 from Decathlon. £3.99 from Decathlon. So, one option. Great little stocking filler. Next thing, £7.99 from Amazon. And there are lots of versions of this. And I've not seen anybody that rides a unicycle that doesn't have one of these in their bag. But this is a great little thing. £7.99 I got this for. This is a collapsible, foldable selfie stick. Because we all love to do a bit of that filming of ourselves as we ride. But the great thing about this one, as a lot of them do these days, it's got a little button that comes away and you can Bluetooth it and remote control it. £7.99. How brilliant is that? And the other thing is, this one has got what we all need as unicycle riders. It converts into a little tripod as well. £7.99. We can all become movie stars. Lots of videos. Lots on Amazon, those kind of places. The next thing I want to show you is something I've had a little bit of fun with, and a little bit of a challenge with. And we're still under the £10 mark here. But I went online and I got myself one of these. £7.99. It is a helmet mirror. So this is a mirror that fixes onto your helmet. This one is from a company called, see that? Zefal. And I'll do Some close-ups of all these things. So this is a little item that fits onto the side of your helmet. Now, I say I've had a bit of fun with this because I've tried to use it. And I wear this Kali helmet at the moment, and I was trying to find a place where I could fix this on. I've already got a camera mounting on one side, I've got a GoPro mounting there, and it comes with a Velcro attachment. And I didn't want to have lots of Velcro patches all over it. It also comes with one piece of Velcro. So you get one chance at fixing this in the right place. And I fixed mine, if you can see that, just underneath the lip of the visor lid there. So that fixes on there. Brilliant. So as you're riding along, that's in front of you. Now the problem I had with this is, I'm an old man now, and so my eyesight was, I had to get this far enough away from me so that I could actually focus on it. If it was too close to me, that's no good, I can't see that there. And unfortunately, they don't make these in bifocal. So I had to fix it as far away as I could on my helmet. The Velcro's not great, and so when you're riding along, it bounces around and it goes like that. And within about 30 seconds, I felt as nauseous as if I was playing a game on the PlayStation. And these days, I can vomit into a bucket in under 5 minutes if I try and play a game on the PlayStation. So that then, I immediately just thought, I can't have that wobbling around on my helmet. So instead, I just ripped it off and carried it. And I rode around looking as if I was on my way to a dentist convention. So, not giving up on this, I have been out since. And I've just invested today in some heavy duty Velcro. Some of this stick-on stuff. I'm going to try and put that in different places around the helmet and see if that makes any difference. But that was about £7.99. Now, just to show you something else, that came from Amazon in one day. Now you might be seeing double. This is one that I'd ordered about 3 months ago and completely forgot about, from a little company called Wish. Now, here's a great game that's installed on every mobile phone without you knowing it. If you're on Facebook and you scroll and suddenly you get an advert from a company called Wish, and they play fantastic games where they show you these photographs of things and you have no idea what it is. It's a little computer component or a bit of something that looks like it's been chiselled out of steel. And you've got to play a game thinking, what the hell is that? And it's called Wish. And then you click on it and it takes you into a link of all these wonderful things. So I ordered this one from Wish for £1. The problem was it took about 3 months to come. I even forgot I'd ordered it. And that came within a day for £7.99. They look identical. The one from Wish is a little bit chunkier at the head here, and the mirror's not as good a quality. But in every other respect, it is identical. So I've got 2 of those, and neither of them work. But I will try and Velcro that, and I'll experiment with it and see what it's like when I do that. So instead, have a look at this little thing. This is a wrist-mounted mirror. So this one is Velcro again, but this one, you pop it on your wrist like that, tighten it up, and then it just opens up, and you've got a little mirror on your wrist. And when you're riding around in traffic, and sometimes if you are turning and looking over your shoulder, as you need to check what's coming behind you, look what's behind, then that can be a bit unsettling. And if you're in traffic as well, you need to be looking where you're going. So having one of these on your wrist is just a helpful way of just looking down, and you can clock what's behind you really easily. Distraction with that is a fisheye lens on it. That's the bit of the poor thing about it. So it does give you a bit of a stretched image of what's behind you, but very good. Cut, edit that. You saw nothing. Okay, that was about £9. A shop around on Amazon again. But that's a nice little stocking filler. All those things under £10. So let's have a look at what you can get in the £10 to £20 bracket. So let's think about the kind of things you can get in the £10 to £20 bracket. And the first thing I want to mention is about some of the merchandise you can get. And a t-shirt you can pick up for around about £15 that might have a logo on, or an emblem, or the type of wheel that you ride. And that's great. There is something about us as humans that we have got a tribal instinct. We want to be part of a herd, and therefore wearing something with insignia or something that sets us out and establishes as part of a crowd or a group, then that's great. And lots of people into that kind of stuff. And so I've got unicycle t-shirts. I've got one that says 9x1, for example. And I've got one, picked one up recently from Speedy Feet, and the logo there. I'm big friends with Speedy Feet people, so big shout out to them. And they've also got a new t-shirt that's out there that is for the electric people. It's a new website, and it's a bit like a new social media platform for sharing videos, that kind of stuff, but devoted to all things electrical. So it's all electric vehicles, unicycles, scooters, all that kind of stuff. So if you're not a member of that, then get on it. And you can get a t-shirt there. And the thing I love about this t-shirt is it's actually got a picture of that's Ian Sampson. I'd say Ian's my bestest friend in the whole wide world. And so I've got a t-shirt now which I don't wear, but that was £15 from there. And the reason I've got that is that on the back of it, it's got a bigger picture of my best mate Ian. And so I actually put that inside a pillow, and then when I go to bed at night, I can just like, best friend. So get a t-shirt for about £15 of whatever you like, Speedy Feet, Gotway. Now, in fact, if you can't buy one that's right for you, then make one. And a shout out to a chap called Rich Skull, who had a great idea for a t-shirt design. One of the most common things we get shouted at is, "That's cheating," as you ride past people. So we had a t-shirt made, and on the back of it says, "It's not cheating." So as you go past people, it says, "It's not cheating." Fantastic idea. That man will be a millionaire before the year's out with that kind of thought process. So £50, get yourself a t-shirt. The next kind of thing, let's have a look at what I've got here. This is a great little thing for £15. Again, this is available on the Speedy Feet website, and this is perfect for the cold weather, the winter riding. This is a balaclava made by Oxford. Oxford made lots of motorcycling equipment and gear, so this is substantial. And let me show you why it's substantial. Put the box back there. Other balaclavas I've worn in the past cover your head and your face, but this one is a much larger balaclava that comes down and goes right over your neck and down the back as well, down the back of your neck, the front and back there. It's a lovely fleecy material, so it's so nice to wear. It's also got ventilation. People can't see that, I'll have to do some of the shots of that, but ventilation around the nose and mouth as well to help you breathe with that. And I've worn that a few times out now under my helmet, and wow, that does keep you lovely and warm under your helmet. I guess you need to be wearing a full crash helmet to get away with that. And also think about where you're going to stop and put this on. The other day I stopped at a train station. I had got off the train, I was about to set off, and I started to put my gear on next to the ticket counter, and I realised I was stood at the ticket counter with a frightened looking woman just behind the counter as I pulled on a full-faced balaclava. She probably had to go off with stress for the rest of the day, but lovely piece of kit. The next thing, going up to around about £20, I'm going to show you a pair of gloves. These are again in the Speedy Feet range, merchandise. It's available on their website, and again these are gloves made by Oxford. Come with that packaging on there. The thing I like about these gloves is they are made for biking, off-road biking, I guess, and they are great. They've got really well made, but they've got really good finger protection. One of the things I said in the previous video is a good pair of gloves is so important, and this has lovely cushioning around the heel. I think it's made primarily for using throttle and clutch and those kind of things, and with a knuckle protection. But if you come off and you're wearing these, you will be safe. It will help your hands. I would say not particularly warm. I wouldn't recommend these as a full winter glove because they don't cut particularly well in sub-zero temperatures. But for a lovely summer glove, they're great, and they have got the touch sensitive fingertips as well, so you can still use devices. But if you do get a pair of these, don't give up on that. I got a bit frustrated first of all. I thought it wasn't working, or they're not really touch sensitive. You have to persevere, but it's fine now. I don't know what was wrong in the first instance. But a lovely summer glove, and they come in a range of colours as well. So I've gone for the blue because I wear a blue coat. I'm wearing this blue helmet, little boy blue. You find your colour that suits you, brings out the colour in your eyes, and stick with it. So there's some suggestions. I'm sure there's lots more besides, but in the £10 to £20 range, get yourself some gear. Let's move on then to think about what you can afford, maybe up to £30. And the idea of this little video is about finding some stocking filler ideas, and that was the stuff that was really cheap and that your kids could afford to buy you, or you know, you're not going to feel embarrassed about asking for. So I've not included in this list anything like the crash helmets or the body armour that I've talked about in previous videos, or even unicycles, because that's not what this is about. It's about that pocket money kind of stuff. But I thought I would go up to around about £30, and I've got two items to show you for £30. The first thing is I am sporting a beautiful Speedy Feet jumper, logo front to back, and I go back to what I said before about a sense of belonging, but also this is a beautifully made, lovely warm fleece. I ride with this on, and you do feel lovely and warm. So not like some merchandise that falls apart. This is a really nice hoodie, available on Speedy Feet's website. I think upwards around about £29 thereabout. So the next thing I'm going to look at is something I did indulge in for around about £30, and there are versions of this that are more expensive and less expensive out there on Amazon and places. And this is a Bluetooth headset for inside the crash helmet. Now the reason for this is I do quite a lot of riding on my own, and sometimes it's frustrating if you're doing lots and lots of miles and you can't listen to the radio, or you can't listen to any music. And I'm not an advocate for riding along and having music blaring out from the unicycle. I think, to me, that's off-putting. It's causing a disturbance and a nuisance, and I wouldn't want to do that. And neither do I like to have headphones in, because under a crash helmet that can be quite uncomfortable. So having something that is actually built into the crash helmet, which this is in effect, you fit it and you can put the wires in through the back of the padding, then it's comfortable, it's invisible to wear, and it's going to be user friendly as well. It also allows you to hear the voice commands from your sat nav from your phone. So if you're riding along, it says into your ear quite discreetly, in 100 yards turn left, etc, etc. And the other thing is you can take and receive calls while you're riding. Now I should say this is not to be distracted while you're riding, and in fact the music, the quality of the music is not great from these. I wouldn't say go and buy a pair of these if you enjoy listening to music, but actually it just softly play music in the background, and it doesn't stop you, it doesn't cover your ears so you can't get distracted from hearing traffic or other noises. It's just there in the background. Now the quality of this particular one I've got isn't great, and the music does distort if you turn it up to full volume. I'd also say that in busy traffic, I was on a phone call testing it out, and I had to say, hold on, I can't hear you, let me get away from this road, which seems to defeat the object of having that. So I might try and experiment a bit more with that, or maybe even think to get a higher priced one and see if that's any better. I don't want to spend a lot of money on this. The idea was to get something that would show you what you can get cheaply and does it work. It does work, but if you think it's going to be Bose quality crystal clear sound, it's not, and I don't think it would work at speed in busy traffic. But on the other hand, I have been listening to music softly in the background as I've been riding, getting my satellite navigation instructions as I've been riding, and that has been really good. And so I fully recommend it, if nothing else, from that alone. And if a phone call comes in, just back off the speed, slow it down, and take your call. And you're not fumbling to get your phone out or being distracted by that. So I hope that has been of some use to you and that you've found some interest in the things I've shared with you. The idea is, again, as I've said, to give you some ideas of what you could get in your Christmas stocking, and to avoid you being stuck with a house full of ceramic owls. Nobody wants that. These are serious messages, serious videos. But have a great Christmas. If you've enjoyed it, then click the subscribe and hit the like button, and join in the comments. Give me your ideas about what you want for Christmas or other things I've missed off this list, and share it with people. That'd be great as well. If you haven't liked it, then feel free to give it a thumbs down, but please don't just do that and then run away. Hit a thumbs down and put in the comments why you've not liked it, so that I can learn and make these better in future episodes. So again, Merry Christmas, have a safe Christmas, enjoy your riding, and I'll see you all in the next episode.